Hello everyone, my name is Arash Shane and I'm going to talk about the Toronto Reference Library Renovation Project, a design bid build approach. Project Overview. Toronto Reference Library is an important cultural institution and has served as a community resources center for years. This renovation project is aiming the strategy plans formulated by the library to ensure that it remains relevant to its client and meets the society current needs. Being one of the most used contracting system, it uses the design bid build approach, thereby providing high level of the clarity and detail throughout the process of the particular stage. There will be an emphasis on updating internal structures, making the building more accessible to users and optimizing user engagement in a way that will not detract from the library's architectural and cultural legacy. Owner's vision and objective. Owner's role. As the project owner, the ultimate responsibility lies in ensuring the project meets the defined vision, a unique contemporary library that combines the principle of the sustainable design with the recognition of its history. Correct. Objective, historical preservation, such as the facade, structure element, and the reading room should be preserved as the reconstructed and modernization, improving heating, ventilating and air conditioning system, electronical system, and information technology system, and install energy efficient lighting system, sustainability, use the environment and natural resources, and incorporate environmentally sustainable building design and construction materials. Better insulation, water efficiency, and energy efficient system, and enhanced user experience. Design open multi-purpose area for public health and community program, as well as upgrade the accessibility through the campus. Design bid build model. Explanation of the design bid build. In the traditional construction method, the process is divided into the three distinct phase: design build, the construction, and the phase in the construction are most important. The first step involves design. The second entails seeking the bid for the contractor, and the last is the construction. This approach is preferred since it involves getting certain deliverables at a certain stage, and it's very clear. But common problems like a decay and high cost may occur. Definition of the hierarchy and the formal relationship of each participant, owner, designer, contractor, initial cost for the contractor during the bidding, lack of the coordination between the designer and the contractor in the initial stage, and some construction may be done to alter the size of the work, and this will cause extra minutes and more money. The design phase occurs first, followed by the competitive bidding process to choose a contractor, and finally, construction begins. This approach is valued for the clarity and well-defined responsibility, but may face challenges like a project delay and cost overruns if not carefully managed. We have advantage and challenges. For advantage, clear roles for each party, owner, designer, contractor, transparent process, and fixed cost at the end of the bidding. And for the challenges, limited collaboration between the designer and the contractor during the early phase, and the challenge to scope during construction can lead to delay and additional costs. Project stakeholders, the key stakeholders, owner, being the project owner, you will be held accountable for goal achievement, budget management, and the compliance to time. Design team. It involves architect, structural designer, and consultants. Their work is to see that design incorporated to the standards that are required, the form and the functional. Contractor, the contractor as a party is expected to implement the design and see that construction is done in the right manner and within the correct period of the time. Library staff and user, they are the ones who give an opinion on the design and the functionality aspect to satisfy the operation in the renovated area. And regularity authorities, these are the architects, city designer, and the conservation officer, as well as the safety assessors, guaranteeing the legal safety and the environment compliance of the all constructions. Project phase, the first major phase in a concept, architectural design. The second is a structural design, and the third system design, including HVAC, plumbing, and electrical. Once design are complete, contractors are then tendered to submit their offering building systems such as the HVAC, plumbing, and the electrical. Phase two is a bidding. Once design are finalized and competitive bidding process is carried out where the contractor submit proposal, it is done by a certain standards like a cost, experience, and time, among others. The construction phase comes after the contractor has been selected in the construction, supervised, and coordinated to meet the laid down plans. The bid winner is selected based on the criteria such as the cost, experience, and the timeline. And phase three is the construction. The construction phase follows the selection of the contractor, where construction activity are closely monitored and managed to ensure that the project adheres to the agreed open plans. Phase one, design overview. A design team comprises as the architect design team and the structural, electrical, and the mechanical engineer. Design consideration, historical preservation, emphasize on the maintaining the library cultural significance, especially the grand reading room. Functional improvement, spaces designed to be adaptable to the changing needs, flexible sitting area, multi-user spaces, energy efficiency, incorporating green technology, a smart HVAC system, and energy efficient materials and initial design concept. Early design focus on a conceptualize how integrated modern facility, for example, Wi-Fi, digital libraries, and into the heritage structure. Design phase is a heritage consideration. The design team is in a constant communication with the heritage consultants to see that the historical aspect of the library are kept into consideration. This includes returning to the draft architectural drawing and speaking to the conservations regarding the property and the law that binds them. Treatment methods shall be used to retain aspects such as stones, wooden boards, and the ceilings. The involvement reviewing original architectural plans, seeking advice from the heritage conservation, and ensuring compliance with the regulation covering heritage properties. And restoration, specific restoration techniques will be applied to preserve key features like stonework, wood paneling, and the same. Design phase, sustainability features, sustainable design elements such as energy efficient lighting, LED lighting actually, and motion sensors to enhance the use of the power. Solar panels, the roof area will be used to install the solar system to minimize the energy usage of the building. Water saving system, low flow plumbing, and rainwater harvesting are to be used in the conjunction of the conjunction to one another. Sustainable materials, employment of the recycled timber, low voltage organic composite paint, and the recycled construction product were available. Design phase, finalizing the design. After schematic design stages, further design concept are the prepared and the final design is drawn, including the choice of the finish, material, and the construction techniques. A wide range of the document is created, which is contain all information about the project implementation process. The final design are prepared in the form of the construction document, which are the plans, specification, and the schedule that construction contractor are bound to follow when bidding on it. A comprehensive set of the document is prepared detailing every aspect of the project. Construction document, the final design are uh, turned into the construction document, which include details, plans, specification, specialist, and the schedule for the contractor during the bidding process. Phase 2, bidding process. Contractors who deal in heritage renovation are given an invitation to bid. These papers are so detailed that they contain construction document, timeframes, and other specification of the bid packages. Contractors are assessed experience, time frame, estimated cost, and their perception of the design difficulty levels. Contractor selection criteria. Contractors are evaluated based on their experience, project timeline, cost estimate, and their understanding of the design complex. Phase two, bid evaluation criteria. The number of the submitted bids will be compared to the expected number of bids within the laid down budget, the expected budget. The cost analysis for each part will be checked for missing elements as well as possible. It is required for the contractor to describe their schedule and show that they will be able to finish their renovation on time. Checking the contractor's portfolio and focusing on the previous project that were completed on the historical structure, complements, and the accuracy. We have a timeline assessment. Contractor must be outline their proposed timeline and demonstrate the uh, feasibility of completing their renovation on the time. And we have a post experience, the review of the contractor's previous project, particularly those involving heritage building, to ensure they have the necessary skill and the expertise. Phase two, finalizing the bid and selecting the contractor. After all bids have been received, the project owner, in the conjunction with the design team, award the project to the contractor that present the greatest value positions in the term of the cost, experience, and the capacity. A consultation is then made there regarding to practical working terms of the project with the details of the project such as the time frame, cost, and what is expected to be accomplished outlined, who offer the best combination of the value, expertise, and the capability. Contract negotiation, a final agreement is negotiated, establishing clear expectation for the project, including timeline, budget, and the scope. Construction, mobilization. The construction team include the office accommodation, obtaining the permit, and the mobilization of the construction equipment and the materials. Site preparation is important for the productivity as well as to avoid accident. Excavation and any other preparatory work, including the tackling of the environmental environment or the percentage of the hazardous material, are done in an initial stage of the construction project. Aeration is critical for both operational efficiency and safety. Initial site work actually is a site clearing and any preliminary work such as addressing environmental issues or hazardous materials are handled at the start of the construction. Uh, Phase 3 construction execution. The initial architected construction will begin with the major structure repairs or construction to include the foundation to support the new design ornaments, construction of a new plumbing, heating, and air conditioning system, electrical work, and additional of the green products such as the solar power. Coordinating all construction teams to address any risk that might occur, safety issue, construction delays, and etc. And a structure can accommodate it to the new design elements. The key system installation is the installation of a new plumbing, HVAC electrical system, and sustainable features. And the site coordination is like ensuring seamless coordination between construction teams to manage any potential risk, safety hazards, worksite delays, and etc. Managing construction challenges, several conditions like structural complications, soil condition, or unfavorable presence of the hazardous material may occur, which might provide some amount of the threat to time and the cost. Any design changes that may occur when the construction is in a progresses are supposed to be recorded in the change order. Any arise leading potential delays or increased cost. Mhm. Change orders, any design changes that arise during the construction must be documented and addressed through the changes order progresses. All these changes will be evaluated for the timeline and the budget consideration. The phase 3, it's ongoing monitoring, fragment owner and the design team building inspection help to construction process to be on a schedule and adhere to intended design and quality. Bi-weekly, the project manager has to report the progresses to other stakeholders in the case he or she has noted any challenges along the way. Uh, specification and quality standards, and the progresses of the report is the project manager provide the bi-weekly progresses report to ensure that all the stakeholders are kept informed of the status and any emerging issue. Quality control and inspection to ensure that highest standard of the quality is observed. Independent inspections such as the structural, electrical, and environmental inspection will be done through the construction phase. The owner will frequently be present at the inspection and final review to make sure that work done corresponds to the plan and the code requirements conduct through the construction phase. The owner role is the owner will regularly attend inspection and final review to ensure that the work aligns with original vision and regularity standards. Construction challenges, project delay may result from the delay in the supply of the material. Supply may cause project delays. This risk will, of course, require promote action like securing materials early or possibility having a restructure the schedule. The main disadvantage is that there are often shortages of the labor, particularly skilled manpower, which belong to the trade craft cause project delay. A proactive approach such as sourcing material early or adjusting a schedule will be needed to minimize these risks. Labor shortages, especially in skilled trades, can be challenges. These challenges can, however, be managed by the practicing subcontractor pre-qualification and by dealing with the recognized labor units. Project cost management, the need for the on casing observation of the cost relative to the budget cannot be over or oversight. The budget is essential and any variance will be noticed and corrected as soon as possible to ensure costs do not exceed the predetermined levels. Frequent use of the variance analysis will ensure that the cost has not gone up significantly and that the overall budget has not increased beyond the acceptable levels. Description will be flagged and addressed promptly to ensure that the cost remain within the agreed upon limit and variance analysis is like a regular variance analysis will help identify cost overruns and prevent the budget escalation. Project timeline and delays. The construction phase shall be done by the selected construction timeline agreed upon the schedule. If there are any possible time to contractor will discuss it with the project team members and the agree of the time differences. Technician to manage the schedule risk, like a fast tracking some activities or doing them concurrently as much as possible will be used to keep the project on track and the project team. Delay mitigation is a strategy to mitigate the delay, such as a fast tracking certain task or working in a parallel where feasible will be employed to maintain the project overall timeline. Completion and handover. After construction, a physical assessment will be made check whether the construct structure conform to a standard or not. The owner will assess the final product to determine whether the scope of the project is functionally and the quality correspond to the agreement made at the outset of the project. The owner acceptance. The owner will review the final deliverables, ensuring that the project scope, functionally, and the quality align with the initial accepted. Conclusion and reflection. The DBB model is illustrated the renovation of the Toronto References Library to meeting the current need while preserving the historical frame function. The general, specific, and operational control were exercised in the project to reduce risk, oversees the budget, and achieve the best result. This project has aimed to show the significance of the strategic planning, stakeholder management, and the communication in the organization. Significant milestone in maintaining its legacy while ensuring modern facility. The project was carefully managed to minimize risk, maintaining budget control, and ensure quality outcome. The reflection, this project highlights the importance of the strategic planning, stakeholder management, and effective communication. This project has been good, and the lessons learned with the very useful of the future project. Thank you for listening. Bye.